most of us have had a near-life death experience from either walking across the street where you're not supposed to, or even if you're in the designated crossing area, or riding your bike, or just having to walk down the tracks. Well, the quote, "I'm not afraid to die, I just don't want to be there when it happens," by Alan, I totally agree with. In my life, I have seen some people die right before my eyes. The very first one that I remember is my great-grandma, Gigi, as we called her. She was in the hospital, laying in the bed, attached to life support. Her whole body was yellow. Her eyes were even yellow. And I remember it because the day she died, we went and saw Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the new one with Johnny Depp. Never seen the end because we were pulled out of the film to let us know that she was on her last leg and we need to say our goodbyes. The most recent one was my Nana, which I mentioned briefly in the beginning of the semester. And I literally watched her pass away. She went from this really mobile person, which all of us are. She was once like us, and I'm sure there's some family members too in your family that are in the same spot as what my family members once were too. Her joy in life, both of them, were pretty obscure and amazing. But then she decided, she just fell apart after she tripped over her, vacuuming her house. She fell over it, and ever since then, from her hip, she couldn't do much on her own. She was more at our house than her own. Though she loved being independent, that's why she kept her house. When it came to the bottom line, I sensed that she was going to die that night before she actually died. I had to write a note to my costume teacher, Mella, to say, I don't think I'm going to be in tomorrow because at any moment she can die. So in conclusion, I am not afraid to die. I just don't want to be there when it happens. So when I die, I honestly not afraid of it. I just don't want to be there and have other people there. So thank you very much.
The common reference that you have at the beginning as a attention device was fine, and you introduced the quote. You seem like you're taking a very serious take on the quote, which is okay, but you need to have a point of view, and you need to tell us that you're agreeing with the quote or how you see it. It's not until the very end that we really understand that that's the point that you're taking. There's no preview of what the structure is going to be, but it's organized according to the two experiences that you refer to, and each of those experiences gives you enough detail to talk about it and give us an opportunity to evaluate your speaking skills. It's easy to hear you. You sound in control the whole time that you're speaking. I think you could use a little bit more variety in your tone while you're talking. The material flows very smoothly while you're speaking. You have some good solid gestures and indicators while you're talking. I thought your face was reasonably well animated, although even though the subject is a little bit somber, and as a consequence it doesn't give you quite as much chance to have a variety of expressions as you might want. I thought your audience eye contact was excellent for the most part. I didn't see any obvious issues of anxiety. At the end of the speech, it sounds like you repeat the exit line twice, and it's not as definitive, and therefore you kind of need that thank you to tell people that the speech is done. And I think you want to have a more certain exit line. I thought just going back to the quote was the way to finish off there, and tell people that's the point that you're agreeing with there. All right, thank you.